Okay, let's get this show on the road. Let me turn the sound down. Up. There we go. All right. So, my build worked. I'm actually on my operating system now, but let's pull up terminal here. Not my ideal settings here. I don't have my settings. I'm not doing much in this, so you know what? I'm not even gonna go bother with that. I'm just gonna enlarge the screen so you see what I'm typing here. Oh, yeah, I didn't install any programs. I can show you. Well, show you what happened. So it should say OnlyLinux-OS right here. It downloaded my kernel that I specifically put on there. Only 496 packages on my system. Well, I mean, this is complete bare. This is really pretty bare. This is more specific to my needs and my wants and stuff. Some of the main packages that are on a typical Arch Spin are not going to be on this one. And the flat pack, the only reason there's flat pack is it took 12 flat pack package to build OBS Studio and Brave browser. So that's why there's that many. I mean, that's just for 2 programs. So anyway, so yeah, this should say only Linux OS. I don't think it'll say Cinnamon, but everything else, yeah, the Cinnamon theme or Cinnamon desktop. Yeah, everything is pretty much picked, but that should say my operating system, and I'll show you why here in a little bit. Why did not work? You can see, like, the icon for system settings. So when I first started doing this stuff, I would get kind of frustrated. So because you gotta want to go to your system settings, you can't click on Nemo or Cinnamon and get it right here. I could probably put it on there, but I'm not going to do that. But so I wanted the icon to show up. It's, as you can see, as I hover my mouse, that's kind of blank. So I was getting frustrated. I said, "Where's my system settings?" Because normally, I mean, you could find anything down here. You could scroll down, but there's certain things people that they get used to things being in certain areas. So I, wouldn't click up. I just didn't see it to click up here because it's not, there's an icon, but here ain't an icon. So I install certain settings. I'm not going to do that on this one. I did, the only thing I've installed, look at this, accessories. This is all that's on here. I did install LeafPad so I could edit files in while I'm doing this work on the ISO. And OBS is the only sound and video thing I got is OBS. So, and the only internet's Brave browser, no Office programs, no nothing. So let's see what resources that is. I'm gonna see if that got pull terminal back up. HTOP. So as you can see here, it's running almost to. It seems kind of high with what I'm running, but I am running OBS and and stuff like that, and it's streaming. So I mean, 1.9 gig of the 32, it's 32 gigs that I got, but it's only showing 31. But anyway. So, and my CPU's running, where's it at? I'm not reading it. the, the see, the settings are so low right now. Let's see. Where's it showing my CPU usage? It's only got 88 tasks, 368 threads, 2 running, low, average. Why do people use HTOP? I use Stacer. Stacer just shows a graph here, but I'm not installing any of that. But anyway, I'm not in any form taxed or anything with what I'm doing here. I'm going to close the terminal, close out of that. And we are going to build Arch Linux. Let me see if I want to use my pre-done script for my program. I need Arch ISO. Okay, this is, well, I didn't install this, but I created this just in case a ISO fit. Are you yelling for me? I thought my wife was yelling for me. But anyway, let me get Arch ISO on here. So let's minimize. Oh, I'll take this up to the top. And I'll pull a terminal up again. And we'll take it down to the bottom. And I'll blow it up for you. Okay, so let's get Arch ISO. That's the one thing I have to install. I just kind of wanted to show you what I had done already. Pull this over here. Alright. Why is this? It doesn't say get clone here. Wow. Wonder why I did that. Okay. I wonder if Git's installed. Let's just check. Should be. It wasn't. If it was, it would have said reinstalling. Okay. So now I could do this. Copy, paste. Dang it. No rule already exists and is not empty. Rule to make target install. Let's see if it's installed. Isn't that some weird? Oh, maybe it did do some stuff before. Yeah, all of it's there. Okay, so I don't think. Let's see. Packages do I need for? I think that should be it. So I'm gonna Close out of that. Close out of that. And let's just start building this thing. Arch ISO. Nope. Okay. Yeah, that's the first thing I want to edit. I'm going to edit that with LeafPad. Go to search here. It's one of the first things you want to edit is the pack strap line here, because if you don't, you know how when sometimes when you're downloading it, you won't see progress. I like to see progress, you know, so you just put a -I space and a -I space here. Control S to save, Control Q to quit, get out of there. Okay, let's see. Okay. The rest of that, I don't think that I'm going to need to get in there. And let's do the baseline air route. The baseline's pretty much, that's, you know, maybe I shouldn't even try to explain it. I don't explain it near as well as it should be. So the bare minimum goes on your live USB stick. So you do not need to put, like, you know, everything on that you're going to go in your system. But I'm going to, for the sake of everything, we're going to put Zen on here. It won't hurt anything. Just the more stuff you put on, the bigger your, oops, that would fail. The bigger the package is going to be. All right, links in. Control A. Nope. Control S. Control Q. Get out of that. Okay. I'm just going slow, guys, because I do not want to screw up. When a man screws up, he doesn't feel too good. Pac-Man. Let's see if multi-lib. You want to uncomment the multi-lib out. There. Okay. Control S, Control Q to quit. And packages. What we want on our USB. Okay, it's going to have VirtualBox. Good. Let's put. Okay, all this is good. But I think it needs Grub to boot, to build the. Okay, it may not. Okay. And just for the sake of. Okay, we're going to put. People think I'm crazy. I like LeafPad. I really do. I think it's part of either KDE or XFCE. It's kind of standard on it. One of those operating systems that I've tried. Or desktops, rather. So, let's see. Basically, you want enough on there, on the bare minimum, to work. And I think we're good. So, Control S, Control Q, and the bootstrap. Okay, yeah, that's. I don't think you need Grub. I really don't. Control S, Control Q. I don't think any of that stuff was necessary. I just did, but let's see. What's etc? Did I already go into this? I did. Okay. So now we can go to the reeling, and this is the one that's really, these are the ones that are the most important here. Let's edit this with, this is where I neglected, this is, as you can see here, let me edit, I may not be able, yep, I can change the font. I'm going to change that to 18 so you can see, let's do 20, why not? So this is the ISO name. Oh, I must not have. I must not have changed this. Huh. So we're going to call this Only Linux Linux dash OS. Should I leave a dash out? Yeah, I'm going to leave the dash out. And I'm going to put that dash in there, but Linux OS. Okay, and there. I am actually the ISO publisher now, but it may look for something in there. I'm not going to change that. CCD. All right. Now let's do. The version is CINNAMON. Put a dash. Yep. Oh, well, Pac-Man permissions. I think that looks good. Control S to save. Control Q to quit. See if I got the multi-lib in the main thing. I do not. I mean, it will not let you add anything from the extras or the multi-lib if you don't uncomment that. Control S Q to quit. And packages. This is when you need to put, if you change that one file and you put Zen in there, you need to add it here too. Oh, that wouldn't have worked. Okay, let's do. I'm gonna cheat. I have done this so many times. I'm absolutely going to use my pre-done stuff here. Arch looks Linux only cinnamon, and I'm going to copy this. Come over here. Control V. You know what? Make is probably not installed. That's why there was no. It couldn't build that package a while ago. Ruby. Oops, whoops, whoops, what am I doing? What am I doing? All right. This programs here are basic, are not. They're not really basic programs. These are the things I expect. I would expect to be on a system out of the box. If you don't use it, you would consider it bloat, of course. But anything is bloat if you don't use it, I guess. But it's certainly, this is, as you can see, I didn't have hardly any packages on here, so there was no bloat on this machine. Actually, I don't think I need. Okay, Nemo audio tab, emblems, image converter, paste fan. Where's the file roller? File roller. There's file roller down at the end. Alright, so there's that. So Control C for saving, or for copying. Control S to save. Control Q to quit. Alright, so okay, so I can close out of this. Control SQ. Don't need that anymore. I could always come back to it. I just close out of everything. Where did my... Alright. Close. Bigs, Breeling. Did I change these packages? That's the one I did. It is. Alright. So, Control SQ. Bootstrap. That's all scripts. Yeah, see. I don't have to use, when I get calamares, this will all change, of course. Base, yeah, that's. I'm trying to think about using, if it was to fail, I could just use, when you're booting, when you're installing Arch, you do it, some of the stuff you do it from a command line, but I'm wondering if I could just stick my script pad, whatever in there with, anyway. Alright, let's just that. Alright. So now we're going to add a folder called build and a folder called out. Okay, so now I'll open up a terminal. And let's see. want to I had all this stuff copied as well. We lost a four terabyte external hard drive somehow, and so my script. This is going to be hand jobbing. I'm going to be hand jobbing my operating system. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so sudo bless you, Byron. So if that command is right, I just don't remember if those need to be capped. Then it should start doing its thing. Okay. MK Arch ISO. Uh-oh. Fudge. Make Arch RSO. Well, yeah, that's... Oh, fudgesicles. Ah. Ah, ah, ah. Why would it work? I mean, seriously, why? Why would it work? It was right. Mark, it was W. Yeah, it was W. So let's do a sudo. Damn it. It was installed. No. So, grub wasn't installed. Go not to make that mistake again. Okay. What? Oh, for Pete's sakes. I did do the bare minimum on my install, so. It's not working! It's working now. So, yeah, once again, these packages weren't. Those, they don't want me to install those. So, let's open up the file again and go. Config, relaying, packages. Alright. Something just don't seem right, man. I'm doing something wrong because these files are all on the... Emo file roller. Control SQ. Doing my headers, my Zen. I don't understand why it won't do those other programs. On the ones that failed, it did. That's completely blowing my mind because the other night when I did a couple of fails, every one of them programs was put on a disk. Might need to watch, read up on the Arch ISO, the website. Read it all again. Maybe get a better understanding and see what I've bypassed or something. I'm sure that it's something simple that I've done. It's funny, if it's on the extras, I'm going to flip. I'm going to check something. It's on the extras are included, cores included. I don't. There's no ignore packages or. the difference? I'm going to uncomment. It's not going to make a difference on this, but it is building my image. It's using my Zen. As you can see, it's using my Zen image. So I'm going to be right back. I got to take a bio break. Right back. Still doing the ISO. I see. So let's I don't even know why I bother yet doing the Zen thing, because when you install Arch Linux, some of you, I'm sure any of you that's done it for very many times, it gives you options, your desk layout, and you could choose to do the Zen kernel then. So that part's probably not that important. Unless, if you're using the calamaris, even you could put options to do which kernel you want to choose. Do you want to do frequent updates? Do you want to use older kernels and not do so many updates? You got a lot of choices. So I just love tinkering with Linux. And the good thing about Linux is, if you're not so good at doing what I'm doing, someone is. And so I absolutely love Arch Linux. I like the spin of Arch Linux called Storm OS, made by Ben Fitzpatrick. It's phenomenal. Works great. Does everything I need it to do. With a few of my personal add-ons. I can play any game. I mean, if you could play World of Warcraft on your computer, you can pretty much play anything you want. So, I mean, it's pretty resource hungry. So, if you can play that, you're probably good to go. So, that system, Storm, and well, in this system too. I mean, Arch. When I deck Arch out, I don't. I like Storm, but I wanted to do this myself, so I could see how, you know, what a developer goes through in Linux, leaps and bounds that they take for us. It's just fabulous. You know, they all want basically what I do. You know, if Windows was um, more user friendly, if you had, you know, what I mean by that is, if it had the freedom that Linux had, nobody would have ever even, they may not ever even have tried this, or they would have done a different route, and ended up being a horrible company by just leeching the community of money. But anyway, what I'm saying is, you just got freedom with Linux, and it's just, you know, like if this breaks, I could if I wanted to reach out to a developer, say, hey, you know, guys, listen, I'm doing my own thing. Your system's great, but you know, I'm not in a position to fund your project. I'm doing this on my own free time. Can you give me some feedback? Can you teach me something about the calamaris? You know, just anything. I mean, they're fabulous people to work with. You know, can you call Microsoft and say, hey, you know, there's a couple programs I want to run on Windows. Can you send me a script that I could, you know, use it on and work? Not gonna happen. Totally not gonna happen. I guess it's okay. I mean, it's their company. They can run their company the way they want. But the way I see it is, the more freedom you give, it seems like to me, the more people are going to give back to you. So the more good seed you sow, you're going to the rewards you reap are going to be better. You know, so that works in anything that you do. That works in anything you do in life, man. Kid Rock says it pretty good. You get what you put in, and people get what they deserve, is what he says. And that's true. So that's on its last leg of building, I think. I'm pretty sure. So found out why it was locking my file. It's kind of set to do that, I guess. Look at all that stuff it's installing. Bitch. 530 packages there. I want to go. So I don't ever type that line in again. Do this. Alright, it says it's done. Only Linux. It's right here. So let's close out of that. Close out of that. Let's pull. Arch, Biggs, Reeling. Out should be an ISO. Unlocked. I'm going to put that in downloads. Okay, it's in our downloads. Let's install VirtualBox. And see if it's working now. I think I've been doing one. I'm going to hit 2. And see if that makes any difference if it's working. So, VirtualBox. It's I don't know if that's the latest one or not. It's 7 something that they're on. Let's check it out. Let's go and let's check out the website and see what VirtualBox is on. Set default. VirtualBox. Wonder why you can't reach the site. Seven point oh four. Well, I believe it was 7.04. And it says it's installed. So let's check it out. They might be having issues with VirtualBox. That could be the problem too. You could actually give it all these. It's not going to harm anything. SHA. Damn it! What is the deal? And it won't. And none of them work. Ain't nothing in it. So I'll have to end this again. it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. So, goodbye. Wish you could have seen if it worked or not. I mean, I'm on what it said it didn't work before, so it works on bare metal. It just didn't work in VirtualBox. So it's not a problem with my system. It's a problem with VirtualBox. So maybe there's a problem with VirtualBox. Maybe I should go back to a downgrade. I'm going to try a downgrade. So I'll talk to you later, guys.